Could this be the fastest All Black right now? A player with lightning quick feet, a sevens pedigree, and a try-scoring record is making New Zealand rugby world sit up and take notice. Meet Leroy Carter. In just a handful of years, he's gone from being a schoolboy rugby standout to a Super Rugby revelation. And now, he's already made his Test debut in the most iconic black jersey in sport. His journey has been quick, but behind the story is something deeper. Speed that shocks even seasoned coaches, resilience that has carried him through tough transitions, and a career that may be only just getting started. But how fast is he really? And does he deserve the title of the fastest man in New Zealand rugby? To answer that, let's go back to the beginning. Leroy Carter was born on February 24th, 1999 in Tauranga, New Zealand, a city with a proud sporting tradition. He attended Tauranga Boys College, a school that has produced more than its fair share of athletes across different sports. From early on, Carter's speed stood out. In school rugby, he was one of those players everyone wanted to watch, because you never quite knew when he was going to burst into the space and leave defenders chasing shadows. That ability to turn a game in an instant became his trademark. In 2017, his final year at school, he went to the Condor Sevens tournament, the biggest schoolboy sevens event in New Zealand. Not only did he perform, he dominated, being named MPV of that competition. That was the first major spotlight moment of his career, a clear signal that this was a player worth keeping an eye on. From that platform, bigger doors began to open. By 2019, Carter had earned selection for the New Zealand Under-20s, a huge step in a young rugby player's career. The Under-20s are often seen as a direct pathway to professional rugby, and eventually the All Blacks. Players who thrive there usually go on to senior success. Representing New Zealand on that stage put Carter in the shop window, and his performance proved he belonged. Most importantly, he showed he wasn't just quick, but composed, disciplined, and able to handle the pressure of international tournaments. That blend of attributes, pace with poise, is rare, and it made him stand out. After the Under-20s, he quickly transitioned into senior provincial rugby, with Bay of Plenty in the NPC. For many players, the NPC is the grind that tests whether you're ready for professional rugby or not. You're not just playing against peers your age anymore, you're facing seasoned professionals who tick every box. Carter didn't flinch. Over the next few seasons, he made more than 40 appearances and scored over 80 points for the Steamers. That kind of consistency shows reliability. He wasn't a one-season wonder. He was building a career brick by brick, learning from every game and adding to his arsenal of skills. Standing at 176 centimetres tall and weighing around 86 kilograms, Carter isn't the biggest winger you'll see in rugby. Compared to giants like Caleb Clark or Will Jordan, he looks smaller on the field. But size isn't everything. His lower centre of gravity and lighter frame means explosive acceleration, quick footwork, and the ability to change direction on a dime. Defenders often find themselves clutching at thin air when he cuts inside or steps out at full speed. What he gives up in size and bulk, he makes up for his agility, balance, and his instinctive ability to exploit space. In today's game, where defensive systems are watertight, having someone who can break a line with pure pace is a priceless asset. That's why a sevens career becomes so important. In sevens, every bit of space counts, and one-on-one battles decide matches. Carter joined the All Black Sevens and quickly became one of the standout players. His breakthrough year came in 2023, when the New Zealand Sevens side won the World Series Championship. Carter was a central figure in that success. His speed, his ability to read space, and his finishing touches made him a nightmare for opponents. That same year, his performances earned him a nomination for the World Rugby Sevens Player of the Year. That is a massive honour, putting him in the company of the very best in the world. It showed that he wasn't just good at domestic level, he was world-class in the most fast-paced format of the game. But for any New Zealand rugby player, the ultimate question is, can you make it in 15s? Sevens and 15s are different beasts. In sevens, you thrive in open space. In 15s, you face structured defences and relentless collisions. Many brilliant sevens players have struggled to translate their skills in the longer format. When Carter signed with the Chiefs in the Super Rugby Pacific, it was time to answer that question. And answer it he did. In his debut season with the Chiefs, Carter scored 9 tries in 15 games. That's an outstanding strike rate for any winger, especially one fresh out of sevens. It showed he wasn't just fast in open field. He could find ways to finish in structured play, in tight defensive battles, and against some of the best teams in the competition. That season didn't just put his name on the map, it cemented him as one of the most dangerous wingers in New Zealand rugby. While Super Rugby showcases consistency, Bay of Plenty remained his proving ground. Week after week, he showed up at NPC, delivering points and steady performances. More than 40 games and 80 points proven, he has the resilience and durability to compete at the high levels consistently. And it's not just about the tries. His work rate off the ball, his defensive contributions, and the ability to inject pace when needed all added to his value as a player. Coaches love wingers who don't just wait for the ball, but go looking for work, and Carter is one of those players. By 2025, his rise could be no longer ignored. Scott Robinson, the All Blacks coach, included him in the squad for the Rugby Championship. And when Robinson was asked about Carter, his words were telling. He called him extremely quick and described him as a point of difference, not just as praise. It's a recognition of what Carter can bring to the All Blacks that others can't. His Test debut came against the Springboks, arguably the toughest opponents you could face on debut. South Africa are known for their physicality, their aerial dominance, and their suffocating defence. For a winger making his first appearance, it's as tough as it gets. But Carter's selection showed the faith Robinson had in his pace and ability to handle pressure. To debut against the Boks and to have your coach publicly back your speed as a unique weapon is a huge endorsement. And that brings us to the big question. Is Leroy Carter the fastest All Black? Speed can mean different things. Some players have top-end sprint speed, others have explosive acceleration, and others have the endurance to maintain high pace over long distances. We don't have official GPS numbers to compare Carter directly to other All Blacks, but what we do have is evidence. We have his sevens highlights, where he regardlessly burned opponents in open space. We have his Super Rugby stats, 9 tries in 15 games, proving he can finish consistently. We have the words of his coach, who has flat out called him one of the fastest in the country. And we have the eye test. When you watch him in motion, you can see the step ahead of almost everyone around him. What do you think? Do you believe Leroy Carter is the fastest All Black in New Zealand today? Or do you think someone else still holds that crown? Either way, his rise has been explosive, and his career is only just starting to unfold. Ever wanted to create your own rugby highlights channel just like this one? With my course, the YouTube Creator Toolkit, I show you exactly how I do it, from the tools I use to the templates I built. You get everything. Just copy, paste, and start creating. Learn how to grow your channel, keep viewers hooked, and turn views into income. Click the link in the description below to learn more and start your channel today. Now back to the video. Make sure to drop your thoughts in the comments below. Hit that subscribe button and share this with a rugby mate. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time for the next deep dive. Peace!